What is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie. I'm back again on my Soapbox channel to give you guys yet another video. And today I want to talk about something that I have been going back and forth about in my mind. I haven't really shared this much with anyone besides maybe like one friend, and that was a couple of days ago. And then also I talked to my mom like some weeks back, because I just feel like I am missing having a business. I really miss having a business, and I think that it's time for me to get back into it. So if you guys are OG cutie, you guys know I used to own a lingerie business. I no longer own that business anymore. I stopped doing lingerie for a couple of reasons. Even though I was very successful, I made a lot of money, but I ran into a lot of trouble trying to scale the business because as someone who, I was making good money, but I wouldn't say I was making enough money to continuously throw away, trying to figure out how to market and how to scale. Because the thing about lingerie is a lot of platforms kind of frown upon anything that has to do with, revealing photos. And even if it's the most tame photo, you can have trouble. You can run into problems with like ads being accepted. And I was having so much trouble trying to scale it to a way that I didn't have to always promote the business myself, kind of trying to automate it. So I had hired a couple of different ad agencies, and even they were having trouble. They were using a lot of money to basically experiment, and it just became too much. I also I wasn't as passionate about it as I was when I first started, because it kind of coincided with another online business that I had that required me. It didn't require me, but I was wearing lingerie a lot more, so it was a lot easier to promote it, because it's like I'm always wearing this. And it was a kind of business where it's like, well, I might as well sell lingerie, because people are always asking me, oh, that's so cute, where did you get that? So it was kind of like a result of what I was doing. And when I stopped doing my other business and I stopped kind of promoting myself in a certain way, like on Instagram, I no longer really wanted to sustain that image, and it just wasn't as natural and true to me as I thought that it was. It was a time, it was an era, and it definitely opened up my eyes to what was possible. But ultimately, as I grew, I just don't feel the same about what I was doing. It was a lot harder work than it started off being, because everything is so fun and fresh and new at first, and then after a while I was just like, I'm not really loving this long term for me. So as one failed, the other one kind of did too, because it's just like I don't want to continue to maintain this business. And on top of that, I wanted to be able to automate the ads, like I was saying, like, so that I didn't have to personally keep always being the one to initiate the sales. Because what made my first business so successful was all the manual work that I put in on Twitter and on Instagram to make sales, and it just wasn't sustainable long term, basically. But now I've had some time, I've definitely I took time away from everything that I was doing, because I had multiple businesses at that time. I had passion fruits, I did OF for a while, and then I had my lingerie business, which was Smoke Sugar Lingerie. And when I tell you money was booming, like money wasn't a thing, baby. Money was not a thing. No cosign. It was not a thing. I was like spending money. It was coming in. Bills was being paid. Easy, nothing. And I had to take a step back and just figure out what is it that I really want to do. Once I realized that I didn't want to continue as I was continuing, it just wasn't me anymore. So now I'm at a place where I am trying to figure out what exactly it is that I want to do. I kind of have an idea of what it is that I want to do. I'm thinking of possibly 2 new businesses, but I'm thinking that they will be 2 separate businesses. But I will start with one, and then I will add another. And both of these things are things that I love, things that I can do long term that won't conflict with me in any kind of way. Like, it's not like a quick fix, or it's not like a get money quick kind of thing. These are things that I've always loved, things that I've always kind of invested in and enjoyed. So I think that it will be a great business for me to stick with long term. And I'm going to take you guys on the journey just like I did last time. So if you guys were interested in the business content and all that stuff, I am going to be bringing it back because I decided that it's really just in my blood to be an entrepreneur, and it's hard for me to do jobs long term because I know that I would just quit. Like, it has to be like a really good job, or like if I was to find like a career path. But truthfully, I think for me, my career path, it has to be something that I love and something that's I can be creative with. And I don't really do well in places where you have to kind of like work your way up in order to have your opinion matter. Like, I'm a very creative person, so for me to be able to stay engaged and really enjoy the work that I do, like, I want to be able to, you know, do my thing. I want to be creative. I want to come up with different marketing strategies. I love to market. I love all the things about business. So I'm just like, you know what, it's time to just hop back into it. And I think I've been stalling because, you know, it felt like a failure to have to let go of the things that were making me money. But sometimes just because something is making you money or is doing well doesn't mean that it's necessarily for you or it's going to make you happy long term. And I really believe in doing things that are authentic. You know, that was authentic to me for a while, but that was such a short-term situation. Like, I didn't want to continue to have to always be the one to model the lingerie. That was getting old. And then it's like, I don't want to necessarily always have to outsource and pay models to do it either. It was just very costly. I couldn't do ads, so I had to spend a lot of hours online promoting. And if I saw a dip in promotions for a long period of time, then I might experience a dip in sales. It was just too much. So I'm starting fresh, and I'm happy because even though I am starting a new business, it's not really starting completely over because I have all of the things that I need to do retail of any kind. I have my thermal printer still. It still works. I still use it from time to time when I'm selling merch for my artistry. And you know, I know all of the things that I did wrong last time, which is why this time around, let me just tell you guys, if you're looking to start a business, do something that you know and you have a history of like loving, if that's important to you. Some people don't care. Like, you know, sometimes it depends on what you want. But for me personally, because I am creative, I like to do things that are authentic to me. I want everything that I'm a part of to be authentic. I want to know things about the industry. I want to be a consumer of the industry so I can, you know, just be in the know of what it is that I'm trying to sell to other people. Because one thing about marketing, when you're doing things yourself, you kind of have to know something about what it is that you're marketing in order to effectively kind of make it enticing to other people. So yeah, and you want to do something that you can scale. So just know that if you're doing anything that is not family, that can't be like family oriented, like as far as you know, like I was doing lingerie before, if you're going to do X toys or something like that, which is something that I wanted to have an X shop, and maybe I still will down the line. But if you're doing any of that and you're starting out on your own, just know that you are going to have some red tape when it comes to trying to promote on things that are very popular. Like if you're trying to use Facebook ads, you're going to run into problems unless you want to come out of pocket thousands of dollars to have an agency, you know, kind of just throw your money at the wall. That is going to be a part of your process. I'm not saying that it's not going to work. If you have the money and you feel like that's worth it, go ahead. But it's going to take it's going to be harder to scale things that are not like more universal and that can be kid friendly. You're going to run into problems when it's time to get ads and things like that. So just know that was my mistake. I didn't know that, but you know, you live and you learn. I went through that. I had to close that down, and now I'm starting anew, and I'm excited to kind of pick up and do my own thing. And this is something that I've done before, but I never took it seriously, but I did make money, and it's something that's very popular and it's only going to grow. So I will reveal to you guys what this business is going to be as soon as I really decide for sure what it is. I'm like 95% sure of what I'm going to do, but I kind of want to make some headway in it so that when I come and give you guys updates, that I can tell you guys what I've done. I can share with you, maybe have like a site or like a link or something up for you guys to check it out and see my progress as I grow and all that different stuff. Okay, so needless to say, or all I wanted to say is that if you guys are interested in business content, like many of you are, some of my highest viewed videos are still like videos about my old business and like what I learned in the first year and all those different things. So just know, subscribe to this channel. If you're already subscribed, be looking forward to seeing more videos pop up about my process, what I'm doing, inventory, vlogs about how I'm getting inventory, how I'm scaling business, me learning more about business and the structure of how things are supposed to be, sharing that with you and all those good things. Okay, as always, stay posh and stay cute. I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.